Hi y'all. I made this video in August. That was the anniversary of, well, my brother's birthday. The anniversary of his murder was in March. His birthday comes around every year, and it hits me the same as the date that he was killed. This happened long before, you know, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I made this video, like I said, in August. I had no idea this would happen. I'm not trying to... it's been over a week since it happened. I was going to release this last week, but I didn't because it needed time to simmer down, I guess. Is that... I don't know. I'm bad with stuff like that. But it needed time to simmer down, and I didn't want to connect with that because it's like I said, it's awful to do something like that. And seriously, some people need to calm it down, the cheering it on. I've lost myself, and I'm telling you, because somebody said some words, that's not a valid reason to murder anyone. I'm sorry, I don't care what they said. Seriously, it's not a reason for violence. If somebody says a word to you, it doesn't give you the right. I'm gonna pray that Charlie Kirk's wife finds peace, and his children. I'm telling you, you have no idea how bad this is for them. And to the people that are saying, oh, well, she's not acting right. In my video, you can see it. That you don't understand what it's like to lose someone you love. Someone that's that close to you. I mean, like this is my brother, this is her husband, somebody that they spent nothing but time with. And losing that, you will be talking about someone that you love, that you've lost, and it could be the saddest moment, but something will pop into your head. Now, I don't know about everyone else, but something will pop into your head, that time that you spent with them, some moment, and it will make you laugh or smile, and no one else knows what's going through your head. And then something could happen, and you're sad, or you're angry, because something happened again, and it reminded you of them, and your feelings seem totally out of place. I'm telling you, I can't explain it. I'm terrible at that. I'm not good at explaining things. I am just awful at it. But maybe give her and their children a break. Yeah. I'll pray for them and for his wife and his children to find peace. I feel like that's the human thing to do, and maybe that's what everybody needs, a little humanity. All right, on to the video. Hi, I'm Chase. This is my 2021 Harley-Davidson Pan America Special, and today's video it's about my brother. It's been 15 years. 15 years since my brother was murdered. It's his birthday. It's also been 15 years since I got my first motorcycle. Not the first time I had something to ride that was two wheels, but an actual road-going motorcycle, not a dirt bike or a mini bike or something along those lines. No, my first road bike, my Sportster, my 883. Man, it's been rough, and I know people will tell you that it'll get better. Oh, lovely. Yeah, did you see that? There isn't enough room for two cars. There's barely enough room for my bike and, well, that truck. Looks like church is starting to let out.
You know, that time heals all wounds and all that stuff. Sorry. I don't think that's going to happen. Really, what happened was my brother went to a war zone. He was in Iraq. Came home on leave. It was his second deployment. So he made it to Iraq twice, 2 deployments. Came home on leave. I didn't get to talk to him. You know, at the time, you know, I'll say this, brothers fight. At least that's been my experience. I've never met brothers that wouldn't, you know, fight on occasion and talk shit and... It's just, let's just call it what it is. Sibling rivalry, I guess. I don't know. That's what they say. I hadn't talked to my brother. It'd been before he deployed, actually. There'd been some stuff going on with my brother, and I didn't. I'm one of those people that keeps their shit straight. Doesn't matter how bad stuff's going, I'm going to stay even-keeled. I'm not going to start screwing up. I'm not going to start drinking or doing drugs. I'm just not that guy. My brother, on the other hand, well, he was that guy. He took to drinking. And it went bad. Really, really bad. And we ended up having a falling out because of it. So I hadn't talked to him. It'd been well over a year. But I think he'd kind of gotten his shit together, because when you're in a country like Iraq and you're on a base and there's no booze, you're going to detox pretty quick. And then you're going to have to, well, sit and think about, well, life, everything in general, I'm guessing. There's no escape. So we were supposed to meet up the next day. Go out for dinner and I don't know, some kind of weird place where they had like arcade and it was like food. It was like Chuck E. Cheese for adults, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the place. But he had went out to celebrate coming home that night. I guess there was an argument, a fight. Something happened. I don't know what. But it was broken up, and, you know, the parties went their separate ways. Well, one of the parties went home and got a shotgun. Came back and laid in wait. And when my brother rounded a corner, let him have a load of buckshot in the gut. My brother survived for 15 minutes. Man, this is really hard to talk about. There's video. And I got to watch some of it. The guy that shot him hopping a wall. I mean, it's pretty awful to watch. I'm telling you, it's not something you want to see. The guy pretty much got life in prison. While he was in there, he was also found to have been a rapist. He kidnapped some woman and raped her. So he got even more time added to. You're never getting out. There was no chance of parole, none of that. So at least they did that. The justice system wasn't going to give him a pass, let's say. Now, the fact that my brother was on leave from the Army, I think that made a difference. At least I think it did. The whole little suburb, town, I don't know what you want to call it, part of our city came out. Man, my brother knew a lot of people. He worked a lot of jobs. He was like me. We worked everywhere. And, man, it's one of those things that, man, it's just life altering. But I never got to talk to him. I seen him out at his car. I looked out my window of my house, looked at him, and I said, you know what, tomorrow I'll talk to him. And I never got that chance. And man, that has haunted me for a very long time. Man, those snaps, those crackles, those pops, that does bring me some joy, though. Oh, yeah, those, yeah. But I never got to say anything to him. I never got to say, hey, you know, maybe we were both being dicks. I know you were probably in a rough spot, and I know you were struggling, and man, I'm really sorry. We were going to do that the next day, but I never got that chance. And like I said, I regret that. But it's been 15 years, and a lot of people that know me, I think they think that I'm unfeeling or uncaring or something. I don't know. Everybody else was so busy grieving and losing their minds, their shit. I felt like I had to be the one that kept it together, and that's the way it's always been. And, you know, people think I'm some kind of psychopath, I think. And that's just not the case. At least I don't think I'm a psychopath. Hell, I could be, who knows. But I also got into motorcycling because, you know, that was something I always wanted to do. My other brother suggested we get motorcycles. And I had never, well, I mean, I'd thought about it. I had been married and we thought about getting motorcycles, but I mean, yeah, there was never enough money because my wife wanted to spend it on other things. My ex-wife now. But my brother's death got me into motorcycling, and I'll be damned, but it's been an escape for me. It's been an escape. And I hate that my brother died, and it makes me feel like crap. And I've never gotten over it. I don't know how you get over something like that. I don't think it's possible. But I'm glad that I found something else to bring me some joy that I had with my brother back. Because I'm telling you, I miss him a lot. People used to complain that we were alike, and you know, when you're alike with someone else, it's hard to get along with them because I don't know what it is. But I miss that because, you know, we kind of thought the same way, and I miss that. And some of the stuff, you know, I got his war journal, and man, some of the stuff he wrote about me in there, you know, I thought he was really angry and hated me. Reading through it, I think he realized, you know, where he'd made his mistake, and at the same time I was, you know, across an ocean and realizing that I'd made a mistake too. I don't know what this video is. Maybe it's give people a second chance, forgive mistakes faster, especially with people you love. I don't know. I guess that's it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Find something that brings you joy. And don't let a loss completely destroy you. Also, like and subscribe, click that dang link to notify of any new videos I'm coming out with. Thank you for watching, lads and lasses. Stay safe out there, stay stubborn. Bye all.